Play a clip. Chad is literally like flailing in the water, trying not to go under. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And for everybody who's on Team Chad and loving it and donating, and I totally get it. You're the wind beneath his wings, and I hope you carry him to new heights because boy, oh boy, when Chad falls, is it glorious. So I recognize patterns. So for everyone in there like, nah, you don't know, man, it's a little different this time, or Chad's doing great. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about, and you must be new here. So we'll see on the other side. You're going to love it. You're going to love the way you look.
You're going to like the way you look.
And enjoy the fall. We'll be here for you. All right, everybody, let's get back to Kate Meaney and Chad breaking it down for us. Chad is Ray without the brain damage excuse. I mean, look, again, do I think Chad's smarter and funnier than Ray? Yes. Probably yes. But Chad's insecurity will eat him alive every time. Chad, it's unfixable. Good luck, everyone. I think what's cute about all these 28-year-olds trying to fix this 50-year-olds, they don't know how 50-year-olds work. It's too late. Chad gonna get it. Anyway, look, I know that everybody has a fucking memory like a goldfish, and you all deserve it, you know? Just like OJ and Carlos Danger taking years to realize Ray is beyond help. These are unsolvable riddles. Keep thinking Chad's like a guy who can turn it around. He can't. He can't. He'll stab anyone in the back any minute to get ahead. He's a panicky Rottweiler. He cannot be trained. He cannot be taught any tricks. He may seem to fall in line every once in a while, but trust me, he will wild out at a car honk. You have no idea what you're dealing with, and you deserve to pull back a fucking nub instead of a full hand if you play with that fool. Good luck, dummies. Good luck. You're an adult. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I don't want to hear it when he fucks your world up. Go ask around about it. You look, maybe he's not dipping into the sauce right now, so you think he's good. A few drinks is all it takes. This bitch is about to turn 50. It ain't going well. It ain't going well. And he's already started drinking again. He gets depressed and down and you quit his Patreon, he will wreck your world. He will find out where you work. He will get in touch with your husband or wife or family. He's nuts. So good luck and keep fucking around with him. You'll find out what you get. Hit the like button, muggerfuckers. Is that what they say in the world? Does anybody in my chat have a rap sheet as long as Chad with the crimes that Chad's done? Yeah, keep thinking he's a good guy. You're fucking out of it.
Apartment. This is you heard it here. This all happened. 100% true.
But you like him because what? He dogs on Ray. He's a piece of shit human.
He stayed outside the whole night to make sure he never left.
He's following John all night.
No, but he was staking out the apartment once they got there.
Stuck out.
By the way, again, Godfrey's dog shit, dude. Godfrey sucks. So keep telling me how you work with Godfrey as like your flex. And Florentine's a nice guy. And do I think Florentine's funny? I do. But he performs to 20 people in comedy clubs. I seen it. I get reports. It's over for Florentine. Grow up. Like, you think Florentine's doing theaters? He ain't. He's doing bars where 20 people show up. But Godfrey is the same thing. Godfrey's doing seafood restaurants and strip malls. Get the fuck out of here with this. And we showed you what Nick Swartzen's theater sales are like. Oof. Not even half.
Apartment the whole time. He never left. Like, he left early. Like, the private investigator left in the morning because he never came out. First of all, it makes John look good that he got to make out with a 25-year-old and hook up with her probably. Who knows what happened?
Yeah, but didn't the other day or a couple weeks ago you got his phone records and you saw
says Florentine is surprisingly bad live. I have the tape. We can watch one of his shows. I'll show you. I'll show you 10 people smatteringly clapping at a sad man trying to get a few extra dollars before he calls it a wrap.
Well, my private investigator source told me he was going to do this, and throughout
On his own dime?
On his own dime, because he was like he's obsessed with all of this stuff, and he was just curious what the Stuttering John was up to and what he was going to do.
Borgo?
He was going to actually stop after, but as soon as he saw.
Is this, by the way, is this a little concerning to anybody? That like we're getting private investigators to just follow John around and see what he's up to? This is wild. These are people who say like they don't, once they leave the show, like the show and real life are different. Ugh.
Oh, Kate Meaney, he's like, okay, let's see how this plays out. That's when he said, okay, I'm gonna stay on.
It was just
case.
the two of them, nobody else?
No, there was another guy and a girl, like an older woman, at the strip club with them.
Her mom?
Please let it be her mom.
No.
What do you think her mom's doing? I on Twitter, I posted the picture. Stalin19 posted one of these pictures of them together. Kate Meaney's hair looks rough. You know, she used to have this nice, youthful bounce. And,
Wasn't her mom. It was somebody else.
her hair's like fried. It's like frazzle-dazzled.
Does her mom know what's up?
I don't know, but they definitely made out. I mean, after she recorded all his calls and gave him the Shuli and played at double, like John is still like, and that's another thing. John was always saying, "Oh, she could be my daughter. I would never want to." Meanwhile, he was like all over, and like I got eavesdrop. He goes, "Let me go back to your place and let me."
Okay, look how Chad is panicky. How desperate does Chad sound here? How pathetic. John said he wouldn't do it. John said he wouldn't kiss her. You know, but Chad wants it so bad.
I hate that Neclo guy. He's bothering me and doesn't like me. You stole him and Wood's girl from me.
This is the second time we've actually seen Chad freak out that other people got to fuck Kate Meaney. Maybe third if you count Jeremy Piven. But, you know, Alex Stein fucked Kate Meaney and Chad lost his mind and started shitting all over Alex Stein. And now Chad thinks, it didn't happen, but Chad thinks Stuttering John fucked Kate Meaney and Chad is losing his shit.
Oh, like
It's so emotional. These guys are so emotional.
and that's another thing. John was always saying, "Oh, she could be
That's
my
another thing. John said he wouldn't do this.
daughter. I would never want to." Meanwhile, he was like all over, and like I got eavesdrop. He goes, "Let me go back to your place and let me fuck you." He was saying that. He heard it. He's like, that was he's saying. She was like, "No, no, no." She's like, "Come on, don't be a prude. I'm the Duke. I'm the Duke." And they left together and went back to her place. So he ended up getting his way. He was real forceful, real aggressive.
Chad is so jealous here. It's so jealous. It's so funny.
Like he was at the dinner table and he like went to kiss her and she like moved away like as soon as they sat down.
Jesus Christ. Kate Meaney, I mean, it's really a shame.
It's
what she's
gross.
become.
It's disgusting. I mean,
Oh, baby.
I have no respect for her at all.
So you think John got turned on the fact that she released the tapes?
I don't know.
You know, some guys get turned on if a woman's a complete cunt.
I mean, if she would have did that,
Is Kevin dyeing his face red? Does he have some sort of beet juice shampoo? I'm not. He's getting like redder and redder.
to me, I would never talk to the bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe John was like, "Hey, I like your style."
I think he's just the most horniest guy ever. And the thing he's such a narcissist and he's so delusional. Like he still thinks he's like 25-year-old John on the Stern.
Listen to Chad. He's narcissist. He's delusional. He still thinks he's this young, hot Chad.
Show. So this checks out. And I don't want it to
I'm
check out.
glad you know what? I'm glad, in a weird way, I'm glad I never made anything of myself. So I've never gotten a big head. All these guys who got like radio shows and dry bar specials, they're all like, Yeah, John thinks he was a big. John was on Stern, so he thinks he's better than everybody. Again, like anybody want to trade places with Stuttering John except Chad right now. Like, you get to make out with Kate Meaney. I'm good. I'm all set. And you have to have their brain. You have to have their brain when you switch.
Because it makes John look like, holy shit. Like he hooked up with a 25-year-old girl. It makes him
with
look
coke.
A 25-year-old girl. A 25-year-old girl.
I don't know if he hooked up. We know he stayed over because she probably wanted to do all the coke and they probably still had some left. So she's like, just come up and then we'll do the coke. And then, and then who knows? But I don't do a lot of coke, but Brian McCarthy did.
Yeah,
he said, you want to have sex, you end up not because
Chad's an incel. I do actually believe that, but I think there's a little asexual component to it. Like these guys kind of like give up on that dream, like Chad. Look, I never really thought I'd get married, and I've always kind of been averse to it. Unless you feel like it's the right thing to do for legal reasons. Now she can't be forced to testify. But like, no, her parents said if I knocked her up, that we have to do it. But like, I think guys like Chad, they early and young, they realize like I'm not the guy who can like keep a woman fooled long enough to be with me long term. Like there's for lack of a better term, like it's like
I don't know. I don't understand what happens when you do coke.
Again, I think he's retarded and creepy and wet brain. Like there's only so much you could sit across from this guy while he chews his own lips. Somebody said this to me, like I'll never be able to unsee it now. He just like, imagine him sitting across the dinner table from you every night, chewing on his own lips with this nervous serial killer energy. Watch him.
Have sex, you end up not because I don't know. I don't understand what happens. When,
like what is that?
But
what is that? It's constant
because I don't know. I don't understand what happens when
it's ape-like behavior, not April Imhall. I mean, like he's a monkey person.
Do coke, but I know it makes you real horny. But then you can't
look at him. Look at him chew his lips.
Seal the.
Once you start watching it, he'll never be. And then the more nervous he gets, the more he does it. Whew.
Deal.
Somebody says he has lips. No, I think he chewed them off. He's got that Aaron M. Holt bottom, that bottom row of teeth that sticks out farther than the top. That inbred underbite.
They were making out though.
That's easy. You don't need a hard on to make out.
Since I don't have a Patreon, maybe I'll post it to your Patreon if you guys want to see the photos. This PI knows. He also knows that, and this is something I was going to say. None of his kids talk to him except the middle kid.
Like, what is that? For people who go like, yeah, who cares? He stutters every now and then, or he flubs words. Like, who cares? He orates for a living. He professes to do this for money, for professionally, for life, for earning, for rent. I mean, he can't talk. Like he can't put together thoughts. And reading's one thing. Him reading super chats is wild. So we know he can't read, but these are just like basic sentences you should be able to get out, but he ends up tripping over his own non-lips.
If you guys want to see the photos. This PI knows. He also knows that, and this is something I was going to say. None of his kids talk to him except the middle kid, the gay kid, and the other kids don't want nothing to do with him. He hasn't talked to him in years.
What's weird is Chad's always doing this thing where he's like, you don't have friends, you don't have family, but Chad gets run out of every community he's ever been part of in his life. Chad's the one who has to keep moving because he keeps fucking up everywhere. He's like Ty Rivera, who everybody's finally cluing in on. Hello? I'm early on all these people. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, apology accepted. Melton finds them first. Melton realizes it first. When I stamp someone as unredeemable, trust me on it. You can't take it back. You will throw this guy away if you haven't yet. You will. You will, and we'll all be waiting over here at the Onion with open arms. You're welcome to come back. You'll see.
Wow.
So
And he
this all
knows
checks
this,
out, man. I challenge anybody to challenge me. I really.
I challenge any. Like, these things mean nothing, but he has nothing, so he just says stuff. I challenge anybody to challenge me about the PI that you know that's a secret source. How would I begin to challenge your secret PI?
They do, because I have the proof in the pudding.
We believe you have the pudding.
I'm TM Zumock. I'm Johnny Lawrence, I guess.
I'm glad he finally learned to call it TM Zumock. He used to call it TMZ Zumock.
I don't know. Whatever the analogy you want.
So how do you feel about this? Because you had a thing with Kate Meaney going on for a while, remember?
Yeah, I think it's disgusting that she's making out with John. I mean, it's just gross. And he was being belligerent and
Can you picture, like, let's just use Kate Meaney as an example. Like, can you picture a world where Chad and Kate started dating and it was like out in the open in public and they just like talked about it? Like, yeah, we're dating. Like, grow up. Like, I'm an adult. She's an adult. We like each other. We're both working comics. Yeah. Yeah, we have sex. We date. Like, I'm Chad Zoom. I'm just a normal guy, Chad Zumock. Why can't I date? Like, can you picture Chad dating someone? You know, we all laugh at Ray. I believe Ray's dating. I believe Ray's had sex in the past year. I don't think Chad's used his winky in a while. Again, you know, for someone who could, people go, who cares? Chad's really concerned with who's fucking who. Chad. So we don't get to speculate and talk about Chad. I really don't think Chad has used his dick in years. If I had to bet money, and think about it, if you had to bet money, has Chad fucked a girl in the past year? What would you bet? Be honest. I'd have to put money on no. You'd have to put money on no. Because a guy getting his dick whacked doesn't act like this. A guy having sex doesn't spurg out about Alex Stein or Stuttering John or the guy with no hand or no finger or whatever banging this coke whore. I mean, she's a New York City comedy coke whore. It's what she's known for. Her photos at work are her like shoving vacuum cleaners and flashlights down her crotch. So, you know, if her family didn't own the place, would she work there? No. So she's a waitress at a comedy club who tries to do comedy because her dad was a successful stand-up, and she gets passed around the comedy scene like a joint. She's a whore.
Narcissist. He was calling himself,
and Chad's torn up about it.
The Duke. Like, you know who I am? I'm the Duke. That's my girlfriend. Stay. He was like screaming.
Why were they mad at?
He was screaming, "I'm the Duke. That's my girlfriend. I'm the Duke. That's my girlfriend."
Why were they mad at her?
There was some altercation like Kate got into. Then John was trying to be like the Kevin Costner, her Whitney Houston.
I'm the Duke. That's my girlfriend.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Like he was her bodyguard, and he was trying to like throw his weight around, and the bouncers just threw him out.
How's her mom doing? Wasn't John contacting her mom? He was worried about her, and now he's buying coke.
That's the insanity about all of this. Is like, first he lied. It could be my daughter. I would never do that. Meanwhile, that's all he wanted to do was fuck her, and then he's been talking to her the whole time.
Chad.
But Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. I mean,
This kid, between his 50th birthday and Chad losing out on Kate Meaney again, I'm not kidding. Like, Chad could go off on a bender here. Chad could have a
23 more hours. Sexy boy, you're doing great.
No.
I don't give a fuck. I just like.
I don't even care. I just keep bringing it up. He said he would never do that. I don't even care. Look, me, I'm not even worried about it. But remember when he said he would never do that? He didn't want to fuck her. He said he wouldn't fuck her, and he said he didn't want to fuck her. And I don't even care. It's pathetic and gross and dirty, and I don't even care. We've watched you do this several times, liar. We've watched you do this. What a fucking loser.
Fact, I was like, I got to tell somebody. This is too. When I saw the photos, I was like, you got to.
No. Chad's turning 50. He turned 49 last year. We fell for this last year. Chad's turning 50 this year. Ray's 51. Chad's turning 50. Don't try to spin it. Don't try to give him any kind of no. Chad's 50. Chad's 50. Yep, you are. This is cope.
Emotional damage.
Fucking shitting me. Hell, fucking weird, man. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I just like the fact. I was like, I got to tell somebody. This is, man. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I just like the fact. I was like, I got to tell somebody. This is too. When I saw the photos, I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me. After she taped his call.
He was born in 1974. Okay.
Your call. I just can't. At the tone, please
Is that Greg
record.
Fitzsimmons?
When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You know your goddaughter is fucking Stuttering John?
Oh, shit.
You know she's back doing coke? Does her mom know this? She's back doing coke. We have a private detective following her. She's back doing coke with Stuttering John, and she spent the night with Stuttering John. You were all worried about her? Now where are you, you fucking nothing? And Buschetti thinks you're a fucking piece of shit.
But I'm going to say that, yes, we did go to a strip club. And we had a lovely time.
Did you spend a lot of dough?
She did.
Completing the Dukes.
She did.
It was $15 a beer.
That's pretty good. That's low.
That's quite
bought
expensive, isn't it?
She bought the whole
I'll
tab.
never understand this. I'll never understand the guy who like is so into aesthetics they buy the white framed TV, and yet you're happy to just run spider webs of cords all over
And they
your.
almost beat the shit out of me.
Like there's a cord going into it here. There's a cord going into it down here. Can we just? Is anyone know how to like make it look like their TV's not in a dorm room or a crack house? You know, Chad's such an Arrested Development motherfucker. You know, we say it all the time. I didn't realize this, but it's scientific. Like when you become an alcoholic, your brain stops developing. So if Chad became an alcoholic at age 20, his brain's 20. Like that's just it. It's why he can't read well. He probably wasn't a good student to begin with. And then you pickle it. You can't, you know, he can't form like complex relationships or hold deep, meaningful conversations or form original, nuanced opinions about things. Like his brain just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like yours and mine. It's not all done developing. And that's like a scientific fucking thing that happens. Like he cannot do it. So when he tries to like come out like a thought leader or breaking news and he's going to show everybody how it all goes down, it ends up just looking pathetic because it's like, oh, this guy can't break news. Like he's not able to develop an opinion and story in some presentable, digestible format.
She's a
Well, you know,
It's hold on, let's go back a little bit. It's why things give his like mental age away.
This woman didn't even. I don't even think she took
it.
We ordered paella and split it, and we barely fucking ate any of it. This woman didn't even. I don't even think she took 3 bites.
She's a
Well, you know, it's you don't have much of an appetite.
No, I swear. Hold on. There was no cocaine involved.
Liar.
No.
Liar.
Not at all.
Not at dinner.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she wasn't already coked up already. It's the holidays.
Exactly. She showed up. It was already a white Christmas.
Carry on.
Not before dinner either. I mean, we didn't have it.
Chad's one of those guys. I swear to God, Chad's probably afraid of cocaine. Chad is one of those guys. He probably. I watched him drink 4 or 5 handles of vodka in a week. But he probably think, again, we've heard him talk about weed. Him and Kevin are the same about weed. Like, dude, you just get high. You like fuck your brain up, dude. It's like any day. Chad wants to challenge everybody to like a comedy competition. Chad, any day you want to take like a brain test, you want to take some cognitive ability exam, I'm in. Shall we? Chad just runs his fucking mouth with challenges that he backs out of, just like Aaron Imholt. I'll pay for it. I challenge Chad Zumock to an IQ test. I'll pay for it. Let's go. I want everyone to see what we're working with. I really do.
So
I'll prove there's a relation to the shape of your head and your IQ. I'll prove it.
then I go. Then she takes me to meet her friends.
Do you imagine bringing to friends?
They
and
call him the Z-Man because his school had to develop a new grade after F. Can we give him a Z? Tell him it's for Zumock.
This old fucking stuttering fool.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, way to show.
I'll smoke tons of weed and Chad can do the test sober. And I'll pay for it. Well, me and Chad, a simultaneously IQ test. I'll do bong rips while I take the test and run circles around this idiot. Let's go. Let's prove it, Chad.
Way to show him off, Kate.
Yeah, this is my new boyfriend. He's got a bit of a hunchback and a bit of a stutter, but he's all right. He bought me some Coke.
A friend of mine, like besides this person,
I gave myself a big bonus today, a big year-end bonus, and I spent every dime of it on Nvidia stock. I bought a lot of Nvidia stock today. This is not a recommendation, but have you heard of Nvidia?
and the friend of mine is rich. But the friend,
Borgo?
I think it was Gustav.
Chad will never do it. Chad will never, ever do it. And by the way, I'll do a roast battle with Chad, but you know what it has to be? I'm not doing a roast battle where Borgo pays Chad $500. No. Chad has to put up $1,000 and I'll put up $1,000. It has to be our money. That's what it has to be. It has to count for something. It has to mean something. It's not like, well, we're both going to earn, we'll both get paid, but the winner will get an extra $200. It's not a gay op. You're going to shut the fuck up when I'm done with you. It's going to cost you money. It's going to be over. Again, like, I'm not worried about it. This motherfucker opened for me 3 years ago. Chad used to open for me and wasn't good enough to ever get hired to open there again. I turned down headlining gigs there because they pay $1,000 to $500 for the weekend, and it's in Oklahoma. So that's the problem. Is like Ray and Chad do a roast, everyone walks away with money. No. It has to hurt the loser. It's like when I was telling KB, I'd roast battle KB. But the loser can't do a show for a week. And he's like, but I want to do shows. It's like, that's the point. That's the point. It has to hurt, bitch. Well, who would ever enforce that? You're right. I guess it's undoable because you're a dishonest piece of shit. No. The loser just doesn't do shows for a week. You just don't. You just keep your word and do the thing that you said you would do when you lose the bet. Kevin can't. The problem with all these guys, again, I say it all the time, they don't trust each other. They don't respect each other. So they can't fathom a world where you make a bet and just on your honor do what you said. It's fucking unreal. These clowns all deserve each other. They all deserve each other.
A friend of mine doesn't take his ID. But a friend of mine needs to borrow $300 from the Duke for funny money.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like flash dancers. I know they try to get me on the funny money. And if anybody that buys funny money is a fucking idiot.
What's funny money?
It's basically like you give them your credit card, they give you funny money, but it's like you can only spend it there. So you got to spend it all there before you leave. It's fucking idiotic. Just use cash.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Borrow or just give and never get back.
No, he paid me back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Duke don't lie. Duke don't lie.
Now, I'm interested. I saw this clip somewhere else. Is when John brings out stacks of hundreds. I'm interested to see if Chad makes fun of him for doing this, because we all remember when Chad ran off screen to go get 5s and 10s to show about a year and a half ago. They love showing money on the screen.
Yeah, it looks like $300.
Duke don't lie.
What you paying me for this stream?
Wow.
Clay, how much? How much?
Yeah, that's 300.
Duke does not lie.
He's
Make
right.
sure you
That's
super chat him, you dummies.
I mean, that's wild to do.
Good.
So what happens is, then we're at the strip club, and I didn't get any lap dances. I had the lady that I liked.
I had the lady that I remember when he said he wouldn't do that to her.
Could be his.
Is his mom.
Did she get a lap dance? You didn't watch her get a lap dance on?
No.
He takes out hundreds like he's the fucking Tulsa king.
And
how many do you need? You guys know. Take it.
Then when me and the lady decided to leave,
My lady.
I tried to leave the place, and I had this one black guy, 2 white fucking thugs come up to me. I better be careful. It's a strip club.
Flash dancers.
Respectable human beings come up to me and they say, "You can't fucking leave. Your friend fucking owes us $50." I go, my friend is still here. No, he left without paying. I go, no, he's still here. Trust me, he's in the building. And then my lady friend helps me escape from security.
Well,
now, come on.
What'd you do? Suck his dick?
But why is it your problem anyway?
That's love. If that's not love, I don't know what is.
What was the escape plan? What happened?
Then we went into a yellow cab.
I gotta get Rocco and Baumert, and we're all gonna go. Reels can come if he apologizes for his tweet today, and we're all gonna go to a strip club in AC. They gotta have some real trash holes. I know they got that one that was next to the comedy club back in the day. All the whores would do coke out on the deck. Oh yeah, we're going to a strip club. What do we have to do to get Kate Meaney to perform at Hackamania? We'll get a poll.
Yeah, how'd they escape?
And
How did you escape?
What if for the VIP party, I provide Kate Meaney? I'm sure if we do a flat rate, everybody can just have their way with her. We'll just at the party, at the VIP party, it'll be catered, and it'll be Kate-ered. Kate Meaney will just be there. Anybody who wants to make out with her or pump any of her holes, pass her around. I figure if I give her like 10 grand and an 8-ball, that's a good rate. And look, for like a 90-minute puff, puff, pass kind of a deal, you know, by the end of it, she's just dripping with cum and her whole fucking hair is just shellacked back.
She helped you escape.
Forget. Only she will.
She's 25. I know. That's why I thought it'd be good. Get her while she's, you know.
Forgets how they escaped, but he remembers that she helped him. But he can't remember. It just happened last night.
Yeah, of course, wrap it. No one's saying don't wrap it. I'd wrap it with any of you bitches. Wrap it, of course, wrap it. Wrap it. You know. Patrick, can we get somebody to make sushi and eat it off her naked body? You wouldn't want to eat off her. It's like, it's one of those pussies you just want to fuck, not eat. Like you don't want your nose or your taste buds anywhere near that fucking Shake Shack.
Right, but he forgot how they escaped. I mean, this guy's a fucking clown.
It'll be like eyes wide shut, but it'll be holes wide open. And it'll be, you know?
Extraordinaire.
Yeah, he lies so much.
She'll probably tell me, but I think she just got in the middle of it, and then I was able to. Oh no, she dragged me out.
Okay.
She just dragged me out of the place, and you know, because they really can't keep you in there, you know, and then.
Yeah, they can. Restaurants keep people all the time until they.
And then, like after we're done with her, we'll just kill her and throw her into the sea. Because the hotel's close to the water, you know? So, like, just like murder her and like pay some of the bellhops to help us. Like, she's like a worthless, she's like not a real person. Like, she's just like, that's what she's for. It's like when you throw away a Kleenex, you're like, this one's used and full of goo. So, do you guys have a garbage?
Older tab. That's a fact, Jack.
Yeah, they do.
And we immediately got to a yellow cab, went back to her place, and
this one's used and full of goo. Do you guys have a garbage?
You know, and had a lovely time.
Get the fuck.
Oh god, that might be the joke of the night. Holy shit.